Hi, it's Ellie Weber with Dr. Stacy. We're delighted to have her back. We're going to be talking about Lifewave. We're going to be talking about the business. I saw this really cool video. I can't seem to find it, but I'll look for it again. Where David Schmidt says that in the near future, AI is going to replace so many jobs that this network marketing, direct marketing, is going to be an astronomically successful way to make a living. And it's fun and it's easy, and you don't have to punch a time clock. And we're here to help you. So yeah, I
Just
guess.
Ellie, I do want to share that he did say, I know what video you're talking about. I'll have to see if I can find it. But he did also state that AI will never replace any jobs of anyone at Lifewave. They will use AI to assist people. They have over 600 employees, not brand partners, but employees at corporate, and they'll never get rid of one person because of AI. So they've actually hired people. He had a really good friend he went to college with that worked for IBM for 40 years, and he was let go because his position was filled with AI. So, yes, AI is going to eliminate millions of jobs, as we're already seeing that happen, right? But this industry, no worries with Lifeway, will never replace people. We'll always have real people, real customer service, real people. And of course, with what we do, working with real people, you're in the best of the best right here.
And it's going to be expanding. It's not like it's coming, it's like it's been in operation for 20 years. It's not
Mhm.
like it's slowing down. In fact, I went to a boot camp meeting for Lifewave, and they said, keep with the products that we're selling now, even knowing that what he's about to come out with is going to be amazing. But we have to like just stick to the amazing products that we have already. Like all these patches, are just phenomenal health enhancements, and
Mhm.
really like just cure so many things. I'm starting to sleep again. I got the silent nights, and
Yeah.
I've been sleeping quite successfully. It's hard out here in the desert sometimes. You wouldn't be you'd be surprised, but it's also very cold at night. But
Well, I'll give you a little bit more information. So, yes, we're growing. We're a 21-year-old company. Nothing's changing about who we are and where we are, what we're doing. But know that the Code of Creation documentary will be featured in 3 film festivals at the beginning of 2026. That was created by Mickey Willis, with, of course, in conjunction with David Schmidt, people like Greg Braden. I think it was Dr. Jordan, if I remember the name correctly. But that documentary that's coming out that features Lifewave will literally put us on the map as far as a household name, even early 2026. So when you look at partnering with a company that's committed to not being a Me Too product, we're committed to being innovative. Our innovator owns the company, holding over 200 patents, and of course a technology that actually works, that is patented, that is backed by double-blind, placebo-controlled, peer-reviewed clinical studies. We have our hands on something right now that is absolutely revolutionary, that's changing millions of people's lives around the globe in almost 90 countries that we're open in, positioned globally with 15 corporate offices, 12 distribution centers globally, and growing. We're getting ready to open up a distribution center in Hong Kong. This company is not slowing down. We are number one Bravo Award the last 2 years in a row in the entire industry. Number one in growth. We are literally setting records. So if you want to be a part of a multi-billion-dollar company that is growing, we would love to partner with you. Just know that it's all about impacting people's lives physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. So we're here to help people, word of mouth, people talking to people, people helping people, sharing with people. And in this industry, this company, it's not happening anywhere else out there right now. It's just not. And we will be a multi-billion-dollar company. So if you want to help more people, make a difference in people's lives, not only yourself, but others, obviously we would love to partner with you.
okay, I'm trying to get Grant, but as I try to um, attach him to this, let me just put up the contact information that we have for now. and that is, you could just sign up if you want. I highly recommend you sign up as a brand partner, even if you just want to share it with your family. This is an incredible technology. Or you could call Dr. Stacy or text Dr. Stacy, and she'll get back to you. But this is the beauty of direct marketing. I cannot stand, and I will not tolerate companies like the Restream. I'm on this Restream. I use this as a platform. They refuse to talk to me on the phone, and it drives me nuts. So, as soon as I find, let's say, a different streaming platform that I like better, I won't think twice about leaving them, because this is, to me, it's so important to have a human being that you can talk to, and that's
Mhm.
why this business is so exciting, I think.
Yeah. Talking to real people, working with real people every day. That's us.
And happy birthday, Starfire 1110. She's got the angel numbers. I don't know how old you are, but from Albany, Oregon. Oregon is a beautiful, beautiful state. You've been up there, yeah?
I have not been to Oregon. We were just in Vermont this weekend.
How,
Wrong side of the country, but that's as
yeah,
far north as I've been. We were right there waving at Canada's border.
right. They're kind of like up there on either side.
Yeah,
But
Oregon's here, Vermont's here. Yeah.
oh, that's about as all the. Now I'm trying. Let me see if I can get Grant. I don't see a picture for Grant. Grant, we're just going to get sound, or can you give us a picture? Do you have video? Can you hear us? I don't know if Grant can even hear us, but anyway, I'm just going to leave Grant there for a moment while we talk about this. Anyway, there's these are patches. These are non-transdermal patches that you put on your body, and they reflect your own infrared light back on your body. I have noticed I don't have to. I used to nap twice a day. I would get up very early. I still get up very early, but I would have to now. Actually, I'm able to sleep through the night. That's a big plus with these patches. You can sleep through the night. It but I don't have naps. I still have hair, and I'm 70, and I'm running around like a crazy man. Hey, Grant. Okay, we got you. You'll get used to it. You'll get better at this, and well, anyway, this is my friend Grant. Now, Grant, so anyway, if you want to purchase any of these products, just either contact Dr. Stacy or sign up under me. I will be putting up Grant's his website as well eventually. I was going to do that today. I just couldn't pull it off. But Grant is interested in becoming. He is a brand partner, and he wants to increase his business. He's very excited about the product. So I don't know. Do you have audio, Grant? Can you speak to us? I don't hear you. See if you can figure out your audio. In the meantime, let me just remind people that drstacyzoom.com is every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Wednesday for brand partners, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Dr. Stacy has a Zoom course that is absolutely phenomenal. We're not always able to get there because of timing and stuff, but we try to get there. Rosemary Vale. Do you know Rosemary Vale? I don't know who that is. We could. She's added to the stream. Grant, you able to get the sound? You can't get the sound. I don't, um,
It may be because he's on a phone versus a computer.
will computers not? I mean,
I mean, I don't know. I'm just assuming. I've never been on Restream on my phone. I've only used it on a computer, so it may not support audio. His phone, I'm saying specifically, may not support audio.
let me just see this. Let's just see what. I don't know. We have.
Oh, Rosemary's Grant's wife.
Oh, okay. Maybe Rosemary can get on.
Yes, let her in and see.
Let's see. Let's see what happens. Okay.
They can hear us. They can hear us, but we now it's just me. can you can you get Rosemary on? There she is. Can I hear you now?
Can you hear me?
I can. We just don't have Ellie. Where did he go?
Okay, look, can you sit on the couch?
Okay. Let me go
I think
somewhere there.
because I run Brave on.
There we go.
There he is. Okay, we have Rosemary. This is Grant's wife.
And
One second,
Rosemary,
let's get a better
she's
lighting.
from
This is
Brazil.
better.
Yeah.
Here.
Yes, I'm from Brazil.
And she has a very successful
Okay.
online presence on
Should I turn the red light on?
No, that's
Instagram.
fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so
I'm
they're
just getting
excited.
a better light here. Let me see.
Okay, I'm gonna turn mine off because it's interfering.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we flew into Vermont last week, and as soon as I got to the room, I gave Grant a call and helped he and Rosemary get set up with their patches.
That's
Yes,
great.
I'm very excited to.
I haven't got the patches yet. Still waiting.
Okay.
Well, they were
Okay.
just ordered Friday was it Thursday evening? So yeah, they should be shipping out. You should already have them shipped out. You should have them either maybe today, but maybe tomorrow. You can always log into your back office and check your tracking as well. In your orders tab, it'll have the tracking information for you, so you can track where they're at.
What if we did this? Is that better?
That's
Mm,
okay.
I think I need to just turn my.
Here. Yeah.
I gotta,
Turn your off,
I gotta turn my.
because-
I can't get it to shut off. So I'm gonna just turn my phone off.
well, we will
Okay.
work.
Okay,
Yeah.
how about that?
Great.
That's good.
Can you see us?
Yes, and hear you.
Why didn't you want to put yourself in?
It's right here. It's fine.
Okay, she's being bashful.
Um,
Do you want to just tell us, how excited you are, or what you think about Lifewave, and how
Well,
you
I think we both just need. I mean, I've got somewhat of an introduction, but she doesn't really know anything about it. She's just following my lead on it. She's the marketing wizard, not me.
right.
So we are live right now to all.
So
Ellie's
we make a good
platform.
team. I understand the product and how it works and the wherewithals, but she doesn't. She just knows how to say, once I tell her something's good, then she can market it until the cows come home.
That's
Great.
great. So what we'll do, Ellie, we'll share how the technology works, but just so you guys know, we are live on right now to multiple platforms: X, YouTube, Rumble, Facebook. So we're live here having this get everything together conversation, just so you guys
Okay, good.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so you're famous now.
there'll be thousands of people that will watch this video. So just enjoy it, enjoy the experience. But this is what I really wanted to offer to my brand partners, to people who are interested in promoting the business. We can get online with you, we can promote your business, we can help you, we can put your website address on this platform so that you can reach a lot of people and kind of jumpstart the business. This is a terrific business. I'm really loving it, and I want other people to enjoy the prosperity and the incredible health. Because I'm 70 years old, and I'm living the dream out here, but we live a very intense physical existence. We're off grid, and we have to do a lot of heavy lifting and shovel. Today I was shoveling and moving and picking big rocks up and all this kind of stuff. So the X, in particular the X39, and I got some X49 patches at the boot camp. So I feel it's particularly strong. I'm also wearing the SP6, which is amazing for your endocrine system. But we only have Dr. Stacy for a little more time. Let's see, what time is it?
Why don't we review just the basics about each patch? I know there's a lot of patches, but the endocrine, the inflammation,
Yeah, I'll go over them. That's perfectly fine.
that
I'll
would kind of introduce.
a quick overview. So this that I have on right now is X39. So X39 elevates a peptide in the blood called GHKCU copper peptide. For time purposes, we don't have a lot of time to go into all the benefits. GHK is known as the fountain of youth. So you can go to PubMed, you can type in GHKCU, and you'll see 13 pages of benefits on elevating GHK. It's a peptide that declines as we age, much like all of our peptides. So we elevate GHK, we can see cardiovascular benefits, neurological benefits, pain and inflammation reduction, but we see faster wound healing. But we can also see that we actually upregulate or reset over 4,000 genes back to their young, healthy state. And what we find is it activates, elevates, and mobilizes our own stem cells over time. So our stem cells decline as we age, they become dormant. So when you put this patch on, you put it on in the morning when you get up, you leave it on 12 hours, it's elevating that peptide, and it's starting the process of waking up those dormant stem cells. Stem cells, your stem cells, have the ability to repair and regenerate anything in the body. So being a non-transdermal patch that's a wearable light technology, we're not putting anything into the body. It's a wavelength of light that's elevating the peptide, activating the stem cells. And what we find is it's non-invasive. So there's no contraindications. There's no side effects or interactions. So it's super safe. And it's accessible. It can be shipped direct to your door in the 90 countries that we're in. And obviously, it's very affordable. We have millions of people around the globe patching because it's working. And so when we look at all of the patches, David Schmidt is the inventor of the technology. He is the owner of the company. He actually holds over 200 patents himself. So this is a patented wearable light technology. We are not a Me Too product. You cannot find this anywhere else except through a brand partner, which is, you're looking at 3 of us right now, 4 of us right now. And so we share this product with other people, and it ships to their door. They order through us, it ships to them, and the company will compensate us for sharing this technology, for making that impact. So you would want to use your X39 at least 1 month for every decade you are old, meaning if you're in your 40s, 4 months, 50s, 5 months, 60s, 6 months and beyond, or if you're like Ellie and myself, years into patching, because we're reverse aging. We're literally becoming younger. Our organs are functioning younger. Our systems in our body are functioning younger. We have abilities that we didn't have a lot, you know what I mean, in years, right? We're able to do things. Ellie's building a house, for God's sakes, out there. You know, lots of his hair. When I used to see him, he was like almost bald when I started zooming with him 3 years ago. Now he's got a full head of hair and his beard and everything. So hair turned back dark. It was like little gray stubbles up there. So lots of incredible things have happened over time. It's not a quick fix. It's over time. But David has invented over the last 21 years 10 different patches. And again, time purposes, I'm going to try to give you just a quick blip, but I have done over 1,500 videos. So we have plenty of content for you to be able to learn more about the technology and how it works on my YouTube channel. So when you look at the X49 elevates a daughter peptide, AHK. So we see that it benefits bone density. It helps increase lean muscle mass, reduce body fat. And we also find lots of neurological and cardiovascular benefits from elevating that peptide with X49. When we look at Eon is a patch that reduces inflammation in the body. Inflammation consumes stem cells. So we want to reduce inflammation. We want to balance our nervous system. That's what Eon does. So if you have a diagnosis, you have inflammation. And more than likely, you have nervous system dysregulation because your body is not repairing itself like it should. So that Eon patch is always partnered with the X39. And of course, if you so desire, X49 as well. Then we have another patch called carnosine. Carnosine is a big antioxidant. It likes to help the heart and the brain and the muscles as well. Great for the organs too. We have a patch called glutathione. Many people are familiar with glutathione. It's the master antioxidant detoxer, immune booster, and that patch helps with your immune system. It helps with your joints. It helps your body to stay healthy and to help get rid of any of those excess free radicals in your body. We have a patch called Aloe Vita. Aloe Vita is a nighttime patch. It's going to help elevate your own epithalamic peptide in your pineal gland. So it does help a little bit with melatonin production in your body, but it really helps to reduce oxidative inflammatory stress. It's great for the skin, lines, wrinkles, all that kind of stuff, that we get when we age. but that we know that aging is an inside job. So we see on the outside what's happening on the inside. So Alavita is used on the nighttime. And then we have a couple patches that are going to help not by elevating peptides, but they're going to help by triggering different processes in the body, like beta oxidation. So Energy Enhancer was the first patch that was invented for the Navy SEALs about 23 years ago. David invented that patch to help them come off of their stimulants. They were on a lot of caffeine and amphetamines. And so the Energy Enhancer turns body fat into fuel, burns an extra 300 to 600 calories a day. And so we find that that patch is used obviously during the day for people that want to increase their energy, endurance, and stamina throughout the day. And if you're an athlete, of course, you can use it as well, too. That's where it went from the Navy SEALs to the USA Olympic swim team back in the late 1990s. But then, of course, we all use it for just the improved energy output, right? Our mitochondria become dysfunctioned as we age. They're not producing the energy in our cells, and so we're exhausted. So Energy Enhancer helps with that. David then invented what's called Icewave. Icewave is a patch that gets rid of pain on the spot. Doesn't fix your problem. That's what X39, Eon, some of the other patches are going to do. But Icewave will help you instead of taking the over-the-counter or the prescription medications that are extremely toxic to your organs and your longevity. So you would use Icewave, get rid of pain wherever the location is. Then he invented a patch called Silent Nights, which, of course, as the name would say, it helps you get a good night's sleep by improving your melatonin and serotonin pathways. And then we have another patch called SP6. SP6 is going to balance the endocrine system, which is a set of glands and organs in your body responsible for hormone balancing. So we promote that patch as helping to curb the appetite, boost the metabolism, especially as we're coming here into the holidays and people are going to be around a lot of sweet treats and things like that. And then, of course, starting off 2026, if you want to really help jumpstart your metabolism, then you could use the SP6 in conjunction with the other patches. But we always start with X39. And Eon.
Dr. Stacy, glutathione.
Oh, no, I said glutathione.
You said glutathione? Okay.
Yeah, right after carnosine. I was like, what? No, I said it right after.
You're quick. Okay.
I know. I'm looking at the time. I've got to zoom it
Yeah.
You guys can stay on, but I'm going to have to hop off at 4. Yeah.
NH something or other.
Somebody. Okay. Some Ruth wants to know, how do stroke victims fare with the patches?
So when we look at the brain, the neurological system, we would definitely use the X39 and the Eon 100%. But if you want to look at the other two patches that do impact the brain that we see great success with, you would add the X49 and the carnosine. So you would use all 4 of those patches during the day. You can put them all 4 on. They all have different instruction booklets, so you can pick the different spots in the booklets. But those would be the 4 that would definitely impact the neurological system the most. Again, elevating different peptides. They work completely different pathways, but they work very synergistically for the neurological system.
And the SP6, that's like hormones and that right?
Yep. Endocrine system balancing, absolutely, yes.
So like for diabetes and...
Well, so we don't look at diseases, okay? We're not looking at diabetes or heart disease or even strokes or dementia or Alzheimer's. We're looking at the systems in the body. So that's why I'm referencing the neurological system. If you say someone had a stroke, we know that's obviously in the brain, but let's talk about what patches are going to impact the brain. If you're saying someone has a diabetes, we're going to look at what patch will help with the pancreas function, with the blood sugar regulation. That's going to be our SP6 and our carnosine. So we don't, in all of our clinical studies, we are not studying diseases. So we make no claims to treat or cure anything. We look at what organ is impacted or what system is impacted in the body. So if you have, high blood pressure, for example, well, of course, we're going to say what patches impact the cardiovascular system. So I can see that with X39, X49, Eon, carnosine, same as the brain, heart, same patches are going to impact both those areas.
Okay, great. But basically, you always want to use the X39 because that stimulates stem cell production, and the stem cells, they may not go exactly where you want to go when you want them to go, but they will start to heal your body in the way that in a way that's natural to your body.
Yeah.
So Yeah, I mean, all these patches they're really amazing, and they go so far beyond the traditional medical model of treating symptoms and putting chemicals in your body. This does none of it. This is quantum light therapy. I know you're on a hard break, so do you want to? Do you want to say any last things? And you could hear Dr. Stacy will be on tonight again at drstacyzoom.com.
Mhm.
Please feel to reach out to us if you want to become a brand partner, if you want to start this as a very, very amazing business, or if you're just looking for healing that the regular medical model community cannot really, they don't deal with healing like in a positive sense, like
Mhm.
stimulating stem cell production. You could get shot up with stem cells, but it would cost you tens of thousands of dollars, and there'll be other people's stem cells. These
Mhm.
are stem cells from your own body. So it's an amazing
Mhm.
technology, and I think it's really going to be the wave, I mean the life wave of the
Mhm.
future.
Yeah,
Now, which one's best for detox? Say
that's
like
going to be
a
the glutathione.
lot of people, that's the glutathione.
Glutathione, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, you guys. So please join me tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern as we interview some young entrepreneurs that have decided to share this technology with others so you can hear why and what they're sharing and what these youngsters out there need. Is this technology is just not for those of us that are aging. It's definitely for others that are interested, that are younger and dealing with different types of health things too. So I look forward to seeing you guys there. And of course, I'll
Excellent.
see you on Zoom soon. Nice to see you in person, Grant and Rosemary. I look forward to
Nice
working
to
with
you.
both of you. You guys have a great afternoon.
Thanks so much,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Thank
Stacy.
you.
Really. Bye.
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 So we'll still be on. We can still stay for a few minutes, but I just I just want to express how grateful I am to Grant and Rosemary for coming on and being brave. It's but and we hope that we can develop a nice business for you in the future. As you get more used to the patches and you understand the technology, I'll be putting up your website instead of mine to build up your business. And I just want people out there who want to join our downline that this is available to everyone. I've been begging people to come online with me for many months, and you're the first and the bravest and the best looking that have come along. So
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, hopefully with the extra in, I'll start looking younger.
yeah, I love the Exeter. I mean, like I said, the main thing is I don't have to nap anymore, and I'm still able at 70. We're still living a very intense physical off grid life.
He can outwork me 3 to 1. I mean, I used to be a go-getter. I used to build homes uh, back when I was younger for many, many years. And I was working 17, 18 hours a day, every day. And it didn't phase me. But now, I'm lucky if I can get 2 hours in.
Right. Well,
Right.
hopefully
Well,
that
hopefully.
that will change as you get as you start using the patches. I just found it was transformative for me and also for Daniela. Daniela had some speech issues. She didn't feel comfortable. She's very shy and she didn't want to really. She doesn't like to speak to people. And since she puts a lot of patches on every day, but she barely stops talking for a minute now. So.
Now,
Okay.
which one does that? The SP6?
Which one for the speech? She says X39
Oh,
is
okay.
good.
That's for
Yeah,
you.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's for me because I've slowed down a lot since my stroke, and I'm trying to build my abilities back up. I've made a lot of progress, but it's only been 3 years. So
Right. Well,
Mhm.
let's hope that everything comes back. Let me just see if there are any stroke victims with the patches. I think they fare very well. I mean, it's also effective for children with disabilities. Dr. Stacy got into this because she had a child who had challenges, and her tailor was able to speak and communicate for the first time. She was like, I think she was about 20 years old before she did eventually pass, but she found that her abilities were transformed by the patches, and that's how Dr. Stacy got into it.
and what about older children and or young adults that have been affected by things like the shots that give them autism and those kind of things? I've heard that there's some positive results on some of the patches for that.
Yeah, the X39 and Eon. Eon really deals with inflammation. So apparently those two, but also what's the other patch that sh- she recommends for the shot for the vax? X39, Eon, and glutathione, because glutathione is the master antioxidant that increases your glutathione levels, and the glutathione basically gets rid of all kinds of toxins and stuff. We've all been exposed to tremendous toxins. You can see it in the air. You see it in the supermarkets, the food and the air and the water. So uh, w- I've been encouraged. I have a friend who I call him doctor because he's like a natural doctor, even though he doesn't have a degree. But he's obsessed with the glutathione patch. He feels that glutathione is the root to detoxing from this horrendous attack on humanity that's been taking place.
Was he the one that did a blood test before he started, and he's doing a test
Yeah,
and
yeah.
seeing what his results are? That's going to be really interesting to see how that fares.
It is interesting, but he found out, and he's like you guys. He's always doing research. He found out that the glutathione, it's the level is really how much of the cells absorb the glutathione. So the blood test doesn't really test
Oh,
for
okay.
inside the cells, and that's why he's kind of. I'm not sure he's I think he's a little disappointed that he can't get a more accurate assessment on his glutathione level from the patch, but we're working with them. Anyway,
Well, that'll be
So
interesting.
the patch would be good for me because I'm allergic
Everything.
to the air that I breathe.
She had the embryonic fluid embolism uh, a- after her or during her second childbirth, and she was in a coma, I guess 3 months, right?
Mhm.
And afterwards, I guess they gave her like 100 units of blood or something ridiculous like that, and so she got everybody's allergies from all the blood, which is very common. My father, he had an illness. I can't remember what it was. It was like blood cancer without the cancer part, and so he had to have transfusions every week, and it was horrendous. And his problem is it built up huge amounts of iron in his blood because I guess they can't filter the iron out when they give you the transfusions. And so he had to take a medicine called Revlimid, and that ended up being the thing that got him was the Revlimid. It caused some toxic reaction. But anyhow, that's MDS, multiple dysplastic syndrome,
wow,
just horrible. Um, and he believes that he got it from when he was a young man in his early 20s. He worked for a company called Chevron. I'm sure you know who that is. And they used to swab the decks of the stalls where they did the oil changes with with the I can't remember. It's some toxic chemical. They used to
right,
clean the
right,
floors with it, and so he believes that that's probably what caused his problem. It just destroyed his health in
Yeah.
his latter years. So it would have. I wish I would have known about this when he was still alive. He might still be with us.
right. Yeah, because the beauty of the patches, they really hone in on your own body's healing. Like they allow the body to heal itself versus putting in weird chemicals like the ice wave patch for pain. If you're taking if you're taking Tylenol, Tylenol could be a highly toxic, dangerous. I mean, President Trump came out and said that it was somehow in with other things causing this great rise in autism that we're
Mhm.
experiencing. But listen, so
Well, I
we'll
think this technology with the patches, it's almost like the medbed technology, very similar. And that's what piqued my interest about it when I first heard you talking about it. It says, well, this sounds like it's like new wave medicine without being medicine. It teaches your body how to heal itself,
Mm.
which is very, very cutting edge, I think. more so than, relying on the pharmaceutical industry, which is just killing everybody.
Right. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, we're taking back our world, and I think this is part of it. I think finding healing pathways that actually work, that are actually good for you, and don't destroy your health. This, I mean, it's beyond. I'm part of this. I was a public school teacher in New York City, and I didn't want to get vaxxed, so we lost our job. I lost my job, and
Wow.
we were suing the Department of Education to give us our back pay based on religious exemptions. We claimed religious exemptions, and we were just turned down by the Supreme Court. And the people in my community, like we have a Telegram channel together, they're like, "Wow, the government is really evil." I mean, we got both the lawyers and the judges ruled. They it's like they play this shell game where they both work
Right.
in cahoots, and that's really the essence of this transnational criminal organization which is running the world. You think it's Democrats and Republicans, but they're both getting paid by the same source.
It's just one arm of the same monster.
Yeah, yeah,
The two arms. The Republican Democrats, it's the same monster, just different arms, right or left. Um, the interesting that I've been doing a lot of research on constitutional law, um, and one thing that I have been reading about and studying on is the purpose of the Supreme Court is the people's court. It is the court for people to get redress directly. And we're finding out that you don't even have to go through the lower courts at all. You can go directly to the Supreme Court for your redress. And they're supposed to um, basically work directly with the people without having to go through an attorney. That's like the Brunson case. I'm sure you're familiar with the Brunson case. That was personal redress that Loy and I can't remember the other guy's name, Ronaldo or something. I can't remember the other fellow's name. I guess there's 4 or 5 brothers. They all play trumpet. Kind of
yeah.
funny,
The
but
master Trump play. Yeah, I think
yeah,
they're saying the Brunson case is going to be made public. I mean, I think
I
they've been
heard it's.
holding
I
back.
heard it, but they already answered it. But they put some kind of secret lockdown on, which is outrageous because it's the court of redress and it should be public.
Right.
Okay, so what about the patch? That's all.
Okay, so the patch.
Yeah,
What I'm
that's
trying
my
to
fault.
educate.
I'm constantly wandering. My
Yeah,
mind
I'm
doesn't.
trying to get her kind of up to speed about it. The key patch, from what I'm understanding, is the X39, and that's the stem cell activation um, light technology. That it gets your body to start producing your natural stem cells, and then once those stem cells are activated, you can't really tell them where to go, but your body does. Your body says, okay, well, I have a weak kidney, or I have a weak heart, or I have my circulatory system is weak, whatever. And so it sends those stem cells to those locations that it feels your body, it's comes from source. And
Okay.
your body naturally will want to send those stem cells where it's needed the most. And then once it does that, then it'll work on the other parts of your body, I assume.
Right. I'm going to answer, is the suggested placement of the patch on the body important? It is to an extent. These are like acupuncture places. Like the SP6 is on the left side of your knee, kind of, and you're on your left leg, your lower leg. But you could put the patch like this is SP6. This is not the recommended place for SP6, but I find it just as effective. And I want people to see I want them to see what the patch looks like. So I usually wear it here. I put my X39 and my X49 spine, 4 fingers below my belly button generally. Oh, and I when I'm working, which is most of the time, I put the X39 at the base of my spine, but it really doesn't matter as long as it's on your body. It's
Now,
able to work.
which one are they placing at the like at the top of your neck, or at the top of your spine, right at your neck?
That's generally the X39. A lot of people
That's
put
six
it
or
there.
nine.
I put
Because
it at base.
that's where I put my nicotine patch, because nicotine, I don't know if you know who Dr. Artis is, but if you don't, you might want to research him. But he recommends for detoxing from the shot, the clot shot, um, that helps to get rid of the spike proteins and some of the microplastics and things like that. So I use that every day. I've always got a nicotine patch on the back of my neck, and I've found that it helps with my arthritis.
Yeah.
You remember how I was suffering with the arthritis? I had stopped taking it. Why are my joints are just all are hurting and I couldn't hardly lift my arms. And so about 2 months ago, I started patching again with 7 milligrams of nicotine. And, you know, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's not 100%, but, and I think that's where I could come in was the Eon for the pain,
Ice Wave is specifically
or
for
the
pain,
ice
but
wave.
Eon is for inflammation. So yeah,
Yeah, that's
probably,
because I think that's what my joints are, is inflammation.
yeah, because like the Ice Wave doesn't get to the root of the problem the way X39 does. The Ice Wave just cures the pain.
Right.
You wanted to say something, baby?
Dr. Stacy said if you have 24 hours of pain, you wear the Eon X39.
Dr. Stacy, this Daniela says that if you have pain, you use the Eon and the X39. You'd use it for 24 hours?
I mean, like, no, because you can wear that for 12 hours and then wear the ice.
Oh, and wear the Ice Wave at night. But yeah, we'll get into more of that as we go. But I'm gonna I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna say goodbye. But I hope this is the first of many online experiences that we can have together. And as you develop an understanding of the patches and you get to experience it for yourself, you and anybody else who wants to be a brand partner in my downline, we'll meet online and hang out. And Rosemary and Grant, it's really been amazing. It's really amazing. And that's the beauty of the internet. We can just talk to each other. We're not big heavy corporate anythings. We don't have a
Yeah, we're just ordinary guys. I mean, I found Ellie on Rumble, because I'm always looking I'm an information maniac. I'm just always looking. Um, and I came across him on one of the Trump channels. I think I saw him, but I didn't know who you were. Every time I saw you, I said, "Oh, I got to watch this guy again," and I would watch him, and I'd go back and I listened to you again and again, and then I go, "Where is he? Where can I find it?" And then all of a sudden you'd pop up again. Somebody would pick up your feed and put it on their feed, and that's how I found you. And then I remember I was listening to one of them, and somebody mentioned your name, Ellie Weber, and I said, "Okay, well, I got to see if I can find this guy." And so I searched you, and lo and behold, I found the Kabbalah Guru, and ever since that I've been like an addict. It's like a little kid in a candy store. It's like, where's my dose of Ellie for the day? I know you think
Okay.
that's funny, but really, I just
Those.
I just get a dose of you every day, and it's just like it's enlightening and encouraging, and I feel a lot of synergy, because I think we had a very similar past, um, you know, with construction, with teaching. I taught Sunday school for 17 years, so um, not to say that that's any badge of medal, any medal of honor or anything, but I always enjoyed teaching, and when I ran my mortgage and my real estate business, I was always teaching my agents, on a weekly. I always had a weekly lesson planned out, and I always enjoyed that, and I got a lot of positive feedback from that. It's just enjoyable. And then, I've done lots of other things that you've done. I'm sure we
Well,
probably have a lot more synergy than even you realize.
I
Um,
always say it takes one to know one. The people on my channel are probably just like me in a lot of ways. It's just nobody's out there giving that particular way of being a voice. So I just happen to, if you're in the groove, you're one of us. And so yeah, man. I mean, I'm just so happy that you guys were brave enough to come online and try the patches and I think you're going to find it just tremendous, and we'll do this all the time. I have to get back because I have to move my
okay.
solar
Okay.
panels before the light goes down. I have,
Okay.
but
Got
I
it.
gotta go too.
yeah, it's been a pleasure, and we'll talk to you soon. And
Perfect.
thanks again
I'll be
for.
listening tonight. It depends on what time you come on. I didn't get you until after midnight last night. So
Yeah, it's pretty late. I shouldn't be as late tonight. Let's hope. All right.
Okay.
So thanks, Rosemary. Thanks, Grant, and
Thank
thanks
you.
everyone for coming here and trying this incredible product and or just hanging out with us. There's tremendous. I mean, Trump's coming out with a speech tomorrow night. I think the world is about to really change in such a beautiful way. So we'll talk to you. We'll see you tonight, and let's get out there with a big smile
and
on
let's
our face,
rock
right?
the world.
And rock the world. All right. See you
Okay.
soon.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks
Okay.
again.
Bye
Bye.
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 Seems like a cool guy, right?
Okay, I was